Aloha from the Pacific Northwest, the global headquarters of Indie Agency News. I'm Doug Zanger, Indie Agency News Editor-in-Chief. I founded the thing. I got to give myself a fancy name. So what is Indie Agency News? We are building the global home for independent agencies and serving independent agencies and the brilliant people behind them. One of the key aspects of a good agency is good creative work. Creative work that I don't want to get all Jeff Goldbloomy here on you on a second, but great work that that stands out, but also helps solve a lot of interesting business problems. Indie Work Live is a chance for us to dig in a little bit deeper into the strategy, into the thinking, into what went into the work. The goal is, number one, to highlight the great work, but secondly, it's an opportunity for the rest of the Indieverse and nay, the rest of the industry to hear about some brilliant thinking and maybe apply some of that to their own work. So this is our third Indie Work Live. We are going to Cincinnati and Chicago, making it seem like it's like real TV here. Matt and Ryan, welcome, gentlemen. Thank you for joining us. Should we play a 30 first to tee this thing up?
Sure, let's do it.
You want to do drop your drawers or relearning to wipe?
Do drop your drawers.
Here we go.
Drop your drawers. Get going. Drop your pants. Nothing showing. You feel confident and clean.
Feeling confident starts by dropping the toilet paper and picking up Dude Wipes, the extra large flushable wet wipe that clears instead of smears.
Bottomless confidence, clean and skin free. Drop your pants and show off your Dude Wipes clean undies.
Dude Wipes, best clean, pants down.
There we go.
There she is.
There she is. You got the blue stuff symbolizing, stuff. But so okay, we'll get into some of the creative stuff. But a few things that, obviously the reasons that we like it. So I'm a 54-year-old man. I'm looking at that and I'm like, bingo. Yeah, I get that. That's for me. That is for me. Ryan, I want to start with you as co-founder and CMO of Dude Wipes. Talk about how you led Curiosity. So again, indie agency based out of Cincinnati. Talk about what the strategy was in laying this out for the agency. What did you ask of them?
Yeah, so their big task was to come up with kind of a big idea for us. The brand has been growing pretty steadily year over year, and we felt like taking the next step for the brand was to come up with a cohesive big idea sell slogan that could kind of tie things together. We generally generate a lot of buzz and chatter with the name and the packaging and all our fun marketing that we had been doing kind of in-house and using a smaller local partner in Chicago. And we wanted to take things to the next level. So, Matt and company's task was to come up with that sell slogan and a big idea around it with a catchy, sort of content campaign like you just saw, drop your drawers. We didn't know that's the direction we were going to be going, but we all loved it. And it captures the essence of fun and humor and authenticity of the brand while getting the point across of Dude Wipes get you cleaner than toilet paper. And that's what, our mission is, to try to, enlighten people on.
Yes. A clean hiney is always a good thing.
It's a happy hiney.
It's a clean hiney is a happy hiney. So the device, and let's talk about the creative device here, Matt, a little bit. So, there are creative devices that are used in work that can be similar. Like there are, this isn't something that's unfamiliar. Now, I am of the school that if you can create things that are familiar but different, that's not a bad thing at all. In fact, I would argue that's actually a really good thing. So sometimes if you try to do something that could be too abstract or too esoteric, you could get over your skis really quickly. So talk about creatively the direction and the device and creatively where you went based on the strategy.
Yeah, sure thing. I think, it's worth mentioning what the brief was that Ryan gave us. They kind of came with a really clear idea of what they wanted right from the get-go. So I think when they handed a brief over to the agency, it was that dude wipes wash away the crap that toilet paper leaves behind. And so I think, by the time we kicked it off with the creative team, it was something a little bit different, but still kind of the same. Like, they knew what they wanted. So I think it might have been stop dry wiping your butt and start washing it. So, the whole thing was sort of born from this idea of what we'd like to call buttoral hygiene. I think we made that up.
That's good. Yeah.
Butt cleanliness or buttoral hygiene, it's a big deal. So if you're not clean, like down there, it can really mess with your attitude and just how you carry yourself and your self-confidence. So if you're walking around town and you've got stank or
the funk
or
the funk,
dingleberries even, that can really throw off your game. So what we wanted to do here was make people question whether their old archaic way of wiping their butts with dry TP was really enough. Might there be something else out there that works even better? And the answer is yes. And so with this work, we wanted to just announce loud and clear, there's a better way. Dude Wipes is that. And with it, you'll be so confident that you'll just want to drop your pants and show the world what's going on down there. And the good news is if you're using Dude Wipes, there's not much going on down there because you're actually clean. So that's where the best clean pants down came from. It's just, hands down, pants down, the best clean you could possibly be in your buttoral region.
Right. And I mean, there are pun aficionados and there are pun critics. So, but I think this works. Let's take a look at this next 30. We got another question for Ryan.
Wipe, then fold, then wipe, flush away. With Dude Wipes, you'll have a clean butt great day. Now, why do Dude Wipes clean better?
Because they're extra large?
Because they're flushable.
Because obviously wet cleans better than dry. Let's watch. See how the wet side clears while the dry just smears.
Just like our butts. It's just like our butts!
Dude Wipes. Best clean, pants down.
We had a lot of fun with that one too.
Well, yeah, absolutely. And I think that, again, simple is good. Simple is really, really good. Ryan, I want to ask you about this. So there are some male-focused brands out there that have been around for a while. So I'm thinking Untucked, Dolla Shave Club, Hims. You can kind of go through the list. What did you either observe, learn, think, oh, that I could do that? I mean, what Mike Dubin did with Dolla Shave Club when they launched, that was, that broke the mold in a lot of ways. So did you learn anything from any of those brands, or was it more of a case of let's just kind of figure out where we are in our own space?
Yeah, I mean, obviously we all saw the success Dolla Shave Club had. But ultimately what we realized over the course of that next 2 to 3 years is they really didn't have a brand. They didn't resonate with people. They brought cheap razors to your door and had one funny viral video. And now they're really struggling. They did these brand extensions of all these uncohesive names that didn't really jive together for their, body wash, and they came out with a wipe themselves, and it's just like a mumbo jumbo of line extensions that didn't really work. And there's nothing that really resonated with consumers other than their initial, cheap razors to your door and subscription. And I think everybody tried to chase that.
Yeah.
We went the road less traveled. We wanted to really connect with people emotionally, and our brand does that. We wanted to be that other friend in the room, and that's how our marketing and messaging speaks to the consumer authentically. And authenticity is a huge brand pillar of ours, and I think that's why people appreciate us so much, as we kind of rip the Band-Aid off and talk bluntly about bathroom humor, and everybody gets that. And behind closed doors, with your family or your friends, you know, people are talking about, you know, bathroom humor or accidents. And, you know, if you have young children or, you know, groups of guy friends are pretty blunt with each other. And that's kind of what we've brought to the table without kind of extremely overstepping the lines to where we could still get our content published and have ads out there, do it in a fun way. So that's kind of what we always brought to the table. And we didn't really chase that sort of subscription model. We always wanted to do brick and mortar. So we got set up on Amazon from the start and then chased brick and mortar to build a really sound, robust omni-channel company. And that's what we did. But the key there is, like I said, is we have an emotional engagement and emotional relationship with our consumer and our customer that they wear dude wipes. They wear being a dude wipes user as a badge of honor.
Right.
And they're proud that it's in their bathroom on top of their toilet. They're talking about it with their friends every weekend. Their wife is getting involved with the conversation. Got your dude wipes, you know, so on and so forth. So we've really seen this explode, which was always our vision, because we just saw from day one how people, just the buzz the brand created and the conversation, even when it was just the four of us in a random bar in Chicago, and we only had 20 cases in our apartment down the street. Just the way people reacted to it, we knew if we could just build it the right way and get it on a grand stage, that this would be, you know, be like wildfire for everybody, and that's what's happened.
So creatively, I think there's a little bit of an SNL, NBC censor kind of vibe going, right? So it's like the euphemisms kind of make it, and Dana Carvey and David Spade talk about this on their podcast, Fly on the Wall. Sometimes it's like, sometimes with the censors, it made it funnier and sometimes a little more gross, which is good. So right now we've gone through Heine, but so we'll see how many euphemisms we can get through. So a totally clean tuchus. So we got that. So
yeah.
So if you do repeat a euphemism, you get docked 5 points. I don't know 5 points of what. Okay. I want to go into. Let me play one of the 15s here, because Matt, I know that there was some strategic thinking about this as well. So let's take a look at this 15 real quick.
Carefree confidence, wash your worries away. Dude wipes keep nasty skid marks at bay.
Wet dude wipes clean better than dry toilet paper for a worry-free clean. Dude wipes, best clean, pants down.
So we're gonna see some sixes as well, and so you know, there are times that we talk about, you know, the 30s.
Yeah.
Ta-da! If you're able to get a 60, ta-da! If a director's cut, holy jeez. And then you got the workhorses. You got the 15s. You got the sixes. Matt, talk about strategically where you went with these.
Yeah, I mean, like, if it isn't obvious after seeing the two, and well, I separate drop your drawers from relearning to wipe a little bit, but we can talk about that in a second. But the drop your drawers series of spots, if it's not completely obvious, was like, you know, totally inspired by like stuff from the 80s and 90s, when you could just like make a whole spot about people raising their hands because they were so damn confident in their pits and how they smelled.
Oh my God, right?
The whole song could be about that. Or like, you know, you could see another spot about like a woman who's walking to an interview and her high heel just like breaks off in the middle of the road. And as long as she has, you know, I'm not going to say what candy, but that candy handy, everything's totally cool, because she just has to like rip off the other heel and now she's got flats. So like these spots were like completely based on that. Like, we think Dude Wipes is kind of one of those products that just makes you feel like that good and that confident, and that you're just naturally going to want to like drop your trousers. So your question about the strategic,
that's a good euphemism.
Behind
that's 5 points. You get 5 points for that.
What did I even say?
No, you get 5 points for that. You said trout.
Trout. Okay.
Yeah.
Just you wait for magnificent manhole.
Oh, all right. Well, that's another fun.
But yeah, so with a 30, obviously that was like a nod to those spots of the 80s and 90s.
Right.
Big anthemic over the top thing with the earworm that you're never going to forget. Thank you very much. And you're welcome. But then the 15s and 6s obviously have like different jobs to do. So we wanted to take advantage of the music group that we had to work with, which was the Elements, which were, they understood the brief. And it's not every day that you get to kind of like create unique creative pieces. It's like cut downs these days. And so this was like,
Right.
had the opportunity to, let's make unique 15s, unique 6s, and they each speak to like different RTBs. So the one you just rolled was like all about just carefree confidence and worry free. And then we had some were specific to like wet versus dry. And then one of the 6s is like really very much just like a buy now. So you'll see that one. I think the lyric was don't fear the shart. Click buy now to put dude wipes in your cart. So they all had different jobs. And
You're not good at teasing things.
yeah, just
tease it, Matt. Jeez.
I was excited.
No, I know, and I want to play some. You know what? I'm going to play this 15. I'm coming right back. I'm going to have to teach you broadcasting, young man. Give me. Let's look at this.
Please do.
Bottomless confidence, kiss skid marks goodbye. Dude wipes are wet, and wet always beats dry.
Give your bum a bath with Dude Wipes and say goodbye to skid marks forever. Dude Wipes, best clean, pants down.
The VO guy gets 5 points for bum.
Yes, bum is a good one.
Yep, that is a good one. You know what, Matt? Now that you've done this, I'm going to play the 6 now because I think
just do it.
Listen, no. I'm just giving you grief. I'm giving you grief. You know, as they used to say in the old school ESPN, we kid because we care. Here's this 6. Not fearing the shart.
Never fear the shart. Click buy now to put dude wipes in your cart.
How long have these been running? Is my question.
3 weeks?
Not
About
even
3 weeks?
Yeah, 2 or 3 weeks, right?
All right. Let's talk data, damn it. How have they been doing? I mean, they stand out, obviously.
Yeah, they're doing good. And I don't know if you know, Doug, but we're doing 6 test markets.
Oh, okay. What are those markets?
For 12 weeks. It's Buffalo, Baltimore, New Orleans, St. Louis, Milwaukee, and Fresno. So Fresno. Got to show a little love out west.
Yeah, but at Fresno. No, it makes sense. I get it.
Yeah. So yeah, there was some some indicators and algorithms that the data nerds ran based on criteria of brand awareness in categories versus category awareness and lack thereof, vice versa. And those were a lot of the indicators. So those were the 6 that we agreed upon, and they've been rolling for about 3.5 weeks. Seem to be doing really solid with click-through rate, buy intent, and impressions. But obviously, we're going to need a little bit more time to see how they're really doing. Yeah. But what this is going to do is set up, what we do in 24 for a full national campaign. So they're on radio, streaming, social, Reddit, all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, let me play one of the radio spots. And by the way, I was kidding about Fresno. Fresno's a great test market, by the way.
We thought so.
Yes. We're gonna do ASMR. So this is the first time I played audio, so we might not disappear. So just sit here and stare lovingly into the camera.
Dude Wipes presents ASMR. This is what your butt feels when you clean it with regular dry toilet paper. And this is how clean your butt feels when you wipe with wet, extra large, flushable Dude Wipes. Refreshing. Dude Wipes. Best clean. Pants down. Dude Wipes presents ASMR.
Oh, we don't have to do it more than once. Jeez.
There
it is. Loop tracks. That's what I needed to take. Yeah,
another fun one.
I mean, it's really, really good. Let me play this other 30 too.
Dude Wipes presents Bathe Your Bum. While TP may appear to clear your rear, it actually leaves behind dry, pilly gifts clinging inside your rump's rounded rift. There's no bigger bummer than a bee crack that's whack. You need extra large wet strength for an effective attack. To fully wash stains, stinkies, crispies, and crumbs, it's time to ditch the dry paper and bathe your bum. Your dump dent deserves it so plump and so round. Use wet flushable dude wipes for the best clean, pants down.
That one gets a lot of points.
Yeah. No, the voiceover guy's winning everything. So no,
for sure.
Yeah, no,
He's
that's
got a
fine.
lot on his bingo card for sure.
Right.
Yeah.
There you go.
Dump dent was in there.
Yeah. You got rump. You got
Your
rumpus.
rump's rounded rift.
The old rumpus room. Yep. So those are terrestrial, and then doing some digital audio, I'm presuming. Your Spotify's, your
exactly.
Your whatnots.
Yep.
Yeah.
So the main theme is, still keeping the super fun, dude theme, and brand personality, but educate a lot of educational things in there about the benefits, especially going back to relearning to wipe. That turned out, a lot better than we thought it would. And we think it might rival, drop your drawers, just in a different way. We just thought there was something really funny about getting adults in a room and them being taught, how to basically, reteaching them to wipe, with dude wipes, because they've been using toilet paper their entire lives. So,
right.
And then if you look, as they do those cuts around the room, they're extra large, they're flushable, wet cleans better than dry. And then we go to the side by side, dude wipes clears while TP smears. So, really powerful messaging for us on why, cleaning with dude wipes is better than toilet paper, but also doing it in our super fun way and catching people's attention.
So, and this is probably for both of you. So a couple of things. Number one, we've talked about, you've teased this idea, teased that you're going to be national and that you're looking down that pathway. But it occurs to me that there are several partnership opportunities, whether that's podcasting, whether that's with professional sports leagues, whether it's whatever. What have you been exploring, both as a brand and an agency, that feels right? Understanding that a lot of times those are huge investments, and there's usually good payoff. But what have you been either doing or looking towards for that type of approach?
Yeah, so we've long been using sports as a vehicle to enhance awareness of the brand. So, currently our deals are with Harry Higgs, just dude on the PGA Tour. We are the sleeve sponsor, where Dude Wipes is branded on the sleeve of MLS Club, New York City Football Club, over the last 2 years. We've been partners with Anthony Alfredo in the NASCAR space for the last 4 or 5 years and are continuing to grow there. So all those things are ongoing, and we're looking to increase those and looking around other leagues and areas. We just started working with the PLL, Premier Lacrosse League.
Oh, yeah.
Back half of their season. We have partnership with the Cleveland Browns that just kicked off, and as NFL is literally kicking off tonight, some fun things are underway with them for the NFL season. Our first time being able to partner with an NFL club, which is amazing, and it being the Browns, couldn't ask for a better partnership, and for them to be willing to dive in and own it. So that's going to be amazing. So we have a really fun fall coming up with the Browns, and we're looking ahead to 24 to either expand in the sports arenas that we're currently playing in, or also looking at some opportunities in some of the other big 4, big 5 professional leagues in the U.S.
Got it. All right. So you don't have to show all your cards. You don't have to show any cards, quite frankly. But 2024, where's it tracking creatively? You can be broad. You can be vague.
Yeah, I mean, we just put these out. So
I know.
No.
Move faster, Matt. No, I'm kidding.
No, so I think we're just we're seeing that these are doing really well, especially getting a lot of industry recognition. So we think Best Clean Pants Down is working. So we'll the next step is, I think, just to continue to explore Best Clean Pants Down and different ways to bring that to life. And I think early on in our exploration, before we landed on Drop Your Drawers and Relearning to Wipe, there were a lot of other ideas. So like, it seems like a really fertile playground to play around in. And so we're just going to keep exploring and keep pushing it and ride the wave.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Right.
feel like this creative has a long runway in the next year, since we really are just keeping this messaging siloed in those 6 markets. So like the Browns will not be using that, like NYCFC is not using any of this stuff either. So I'm looking forward to just being able to unleash it to all of our partners, whether how big or small they are next year, and on our social and all that stuff, because we're literally keeping it in that silo so we can really see how the test goes.
Right. Ryan, what do you value most about your partnership with Curiosity?
I think just the transparency, I think we just have a lot of fun together. They get us, and for us to choose somebody, we kind of did a little road show last year to 4 or 5 different agencies, and they really stepped up to the plate in their presentation to us. They really showed us that they were just all in. Some people talk the talk a little bit, but when it comes down to talking poop and bathroom and all that stuff, they kind of once it's go time, they get a little squeamish and they don't deliver on what they say they're going to. We really had a strong confidence that Curiosity was going to do that, and I think it's pretty evident that they got there by the spots we've just seen.
All right. I'm going to have you both hold backstage for a second as I wrap this up. But thank you, Ryan in Chicago, co-founder and CMO of Dude Wipes. Matt in Cincinnati, creative director of Curiosity. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm going to join you backstage here in a second. And thank you to all of you for joining us here. If you are interested in sharing your work as an agency, now I got to caveat this. It doesn't have to be current work. If you want the Wayback Machine from something you did in 1997, that's fine. We're here just to talk about indie work in general. So it doesn't necessarily have to be new, but we just want to have a conversation, because the idea here is that we're educating each other. Just go to indieagency.news and then let us know that you want to be involved with showing your indie work live. On behalf of everybody at Indie Agency News, thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you next time.